All right, let's do some Mathity-Math. It says here, identify the roots of the quadratic. So the roots of the quadratic, that's the solutions or the zeros, or in other words, where your parabola crosses the x-axis, okay? So this is a quadratic, but it's already been factored for us, which is a great gift. Because really all we have to do now here is focus on this idea of the zero product property, which is a huge piece of solving quadratics, and we really want to lock this idea in our heads here. So the zero product property, in essence, is this idea right here. The zero product property tells us if you had a value A multiplied by a value B, and it's all equal to 0. Well, if A were 0, B times 0 is 0. Okay? And if B were 0, A times B were 0. And if A and B were both 0, then obviously they would still equal 0. So what this is telling us is that if these two things multiplied by each other equal 0, then one of them or both of them are equal to 0. And all that essentially lets us do is just set them equal to 0 and go ahead and solve for x. So I can rewrite this as two different equations. I can rewrite this as 5x plus 6 equals 0. And I can rewrite this as 8x plus 4 equals 0. And now I can just go ahead and solve. So I'll go ahead and solve this top one first. So first I subtract 6 from both sides. So now I have 5x equals negative 6. So far so good. And then I just keep on doing the idea of opposites here. This is 5 times x, so I divide both sides by 5, and when I divide both sides by 5, that 5 goes away. Now I get x is negative 6 divided by 5. Okay? Using the same idea coming on down here, I subtract 4 from both sides, so now I have 8x is negative 4. And then 8 times x, well, I do the opposite again. So I divide both sides by 8. And so I get x is negative 4 divided by 8. And then I will just simplify that because I want to be a good student here. So when I simplify this, it actually is negative 1/2. And there you go. Those are actually your solutions or your roots or your x-intercepts. It's just my x values are x is negative 6 over 5, and x is negative, sorry about that, I was just checking my positive negative signs. X is negative 1/2. And remember, there's two solutions because quadratics make parabolas, right? Parabolas look like this, or they can look like this, I guess. And so when they cross the x-axis, they're going to cross in two places, 1, 2, or maybe here, 1, 2. But the idea is this is where they cross the x-axis, okay? So, as always, subscribe below if you want to be notified when I make more practice problems just for you. And if you have any questions or comments or I made a mistake, there's something you got to let me know to do better next time, please leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to take care of that as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye-bye.